right down to the wire.
Right now. Now, let's show you guys real briefly.
As they're shuffling up. Who was he seeing first?
This is the top cut bracket, right? There's our seeds, okay? So we are showing you, I forgot to make a small change to Chris's there. Hold on a minute. We're showing you the very, very bottom match in that bracket. You're looking at the number 3 seed. That's going to be Chris versus Curtis, who you just saw on stream.
Yeah.
The Han, we're seeing him right away again.
Yeah, right away again.
Right away again. He is going to be our 6th seed, and that is the match we're going to be bringing you right here on the channel.
To keep his elbow there?
What do you mean? I don't really care.
Okay.
It's not really hurting anything.
Worries. We're going.
Give me a moment. I've got to make a small fix here.
This is not an ESPN
this,
production. We're good to go.
I mean, that's the goal, right? But sometimes we fall short of the goal.
Other people to go adjust cameras.
Sometimes you're not wrong about that. I'd have a crew for that, right? Sometimes we fall short of the goal. So
we're not great. So
on the left-hand side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, player 1, Curtis from from Layton, Utah. We saw him in the last round of Swiss just a few minutes ago. All right, and then on the right-hand side of your screen, you will be finding, why did that not work? There we go. That's Chris. I'll get to come up in a minute. I'm just going to keep mashing it until it works. There we go. That's Chris.
Yeah.
Who, if you were watching the stream yesterday, you saw him play Steve's Luke deck here on the stream.
Before they start, can we flash? Let's show Curtis's deck list real quick.
Yes, let's do that.
I think we can get that in. We might not be able to get Chris's in, but we can actually show you the full deck.
We can show you the full deck list. Now, this is the Han 1 deck you're looking at. I'm going to throw this on your screen over there, Ian, for you.
Okay,
so you can have a look at it a little closer. There you go.
Look at this.
Talk about that for a minute.
I mean, it looks pretty standard. You do have some new cards in it. You got Mando, Han from JTL, and the new Falcon from JTL. Ooh, I didn't even really realize he had a Boshek in there. We hadn't seen him play that yet. This looks fantastic. I mean, this is why he's here so far. Oh, I love his sideboard. His sideboard's got Radiant 7. He's not playing it in his main deck, but he does have it in the sideboard. Against Jango, that is a fantastic card to play in. So I'll expect him to sideboard that.
So these guys are resourcing. Why don't we come back to the game?
Yeah.
And then we will have a look at Chris's deck when it comes time to do sideboard decisions in between games.
Are you going to hook me up? Wes?
What? Oh, yeah, I got to get rid of that.
No worries.
There you go. It is Curtis. My apologies. It's Kurt. Wait a minute. Curtis on the left, Chris on the right. Did I do it wrong? I think I showed the wrong deck. I think I put his deck name in wrong. That's an easy fix.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's my. It is Curtis. I made the same mistake. I made the same mistake you called me on earlier.
Oh, okay. You called him Chris.
Yeah, I called him Chris because I suck. I suck at reading.
Curtis is the only Han player, so it can't be the wrong deck.
I will go fix that in SWODB right now and refresh that image. My apologies.
5 Jangos, and then 3 decks that have a chance to take down Jango. How many Jango mirror matches are we seeing are in the first bracket?
There's at least one. The 1 and 8 seeds are both Jango.
Okay. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Yep.
So in theory, if Luke, Quinlan, and Han win, if they can all pull it out, we'll have 1 Jango in the top 4.
I mean, we can cross our fingers, I suppose.
I'm sure FFG is right now. I'd be. I think, all right, we've started. Chris is playing that general. Pretty standard start for Jango these days.
We are not hearing these guys, and I got to fix that. I'm not sure why we're not hearing them.
New Falcon on the left there for Curtis. Okay.
Oh.
Chris held initiative. There we go. Oh, they're loud, though.
Yeah, that's too loud. Hold on a minute. Let me...
Loud. Probably have to keep them a little lower because the crowd is definitely starting to build a little there.
Not used to seeing that guy in the gym.
There we go. That's better.
I don't expect the crowd to get too big. They have a lot of side events going on today. They have a really great one where it was $50 and they gave you all of the great promo cards that you got in the VIP in case you didn't get a chance to get it earlier. So that was pretty awesome of them.
Okay.
Ooh, we got a Spark.
I think I have the volume levels correct, guys.
Goodbye, P-38 Starfighter.
Yep.
Yep. And it's not even a question. Keep the ping away. Keep your damage flowing.
All right, guys. Apologies for being a little slow here. It's just taking me a minute to finish getting organized. There was a lot of information to get programmed into OBS before we got started. We are good now. Life is moving on.
Chris claims initiative. Oh, there it is.
There's the new Han. We've seen this play before. This is a solid play.
So I get the Falcon. No Kira. Understood.
Was it? No. He didn't play Han. He played. I think that's Boshek.
Is that Boshek?
I think so, because it's a
Hold on.
1-2. Yeah, it's Boshek.
That is Boshek. My apologies.
We did not see that in our last game.
We didn't see him play that card in our first game. Boshek's just a regular old yellow card.
Yes, so use the damage for the
The
base.
10's
Oh,
on
they're
the
making Chris not use his little
I don't.
spinner.
I'll let Jeho know between
Yeah,
games. I honestly
we're
don't
fine.
care. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's not. I'm not
But
that
it
fussed.
is for a visual perspective. It
does
kinda
make it a
nice
little
to see
easier.
it. That's why those oversized tokens are so great on this.
But
stream.
truth be told, the camera's good enough that we can see it,
we
so
can
it's
see
fine.
it. Yeah.
Now, I want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. Obviously, there's your quick matchup. But look at Curtis. Curtis's leader has had an upgrade.
Yeah.
From last game. He was our top playing Han player for the day. That is his freshly earned showcase right there on the table.
I bet that feels so good.
I bet it does. That is his
So
brand
good.
new showcase handed to him right here by the judges, and he's playing it here in the top 8.
I pulled a showcase in a pre-release and then got slaughtered and didn't even care. So I bet if I was top 8, I would care, though. Okay, he's going to exhaust him.
Okay, so for you guys that don't know what Chris's little buttons on his leader and Tarkin Town mean, that's for his reference. That lets him know that's his way of marking the epic action.
Yeah.
The green means it's available, and when he uses it, he'll flip it over, and there's a little red minus sign.
It's pretty cool.
It's actually very cool.
It's
I
very
like
cool.
I like it from a visual as a caster. It makes it super
Yeah.
clean for me.
I think I'm going to ask.
And I like it for him too.
I might ask Chris where he got those.
Those are pretty.
But I don't want to bother him for the next 3 hours.
No,
and
we're
let
gonna
him
leave these guys
slug it
alone for a
out.
while.
Yeah. I want to see him slug it out. Oh, yeah, he's thinking, do I go into tech? And I think the answer is yes. You do not want to get DJ'd the next turn.
Yep, he's going to go ahead and
And
attack
he's gonna-
tech
and then I'd Tarkin Town him.
and deal the indirect.
You do not want to get DJ'd and not get your Jango on the field. That's the last thing you want. Ooh, Chris really trying to figure out what to do with the indirect damage.
I feel like maybe I've turned them down a little too far. I'm having a hard time hearing them. I'm going to turn them back up a spell.
Did Chris attack base?
We'll go 3 to tech, 1 to base.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, 3 to tech, 1 to base.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, that's
I
a,
can
good,
actually,
that's a good volume.
I can hear them. I'm going to turn down just a hair, but not too much.
Initiative?
Yeah, right there. We're going to leave it right there. See how that goes. Both players 5 damage on.
Thank you.
Yes, Pride took a couple damage there that got missed.
Yeah.
You're good.
Chat's pointing out you should be singing some MJ for Chris's gloves. That's scary. That's scary how good that is. I'm just letting you know.
And this is
Didn't have a lot of friends as a kid. Made a lot of voices to myself.
Smashes the droid into the Falcon. And then,
Oh,
and then decides to
interesting.
go ahead and
I
get rid
think
of it.
that's going to be a terrible decision because I think Curtis is going to hit him right away with a TJ right now.
You think so? I mean, he's only.
Don't you want to? He's got initiative.
I mean, if he's got it, he's going to do it.
Yeah, if he's got it, he's going to do it.
Chat really hating on the Jango decks today.
I mean,
whole
it's-
lot of Jango haters in chat,
I mean,
ladies
it's
and
fair.
gentlemen.
Like if you go to your locals and there's people playing Jango, you are.
There it is.
There it is. See, now he can't get Jango out.
There will be no
I
Jango
would've-
this
I
turn,
would've
ladies and
killed the
gentlemen.
tech.
I mean, he couldn't. I don't know that he could have. He only had the 1 ground unit.
He had 2 damage on it. Tarkin Town does 3.
Oh, he
That's
could.
5.
He Tarkin Town to the
He
tech
Tarkin Town the Falcon
instead of the tech.
instead of the tech. And
So I'll say kudos to Curtis for presenting him with 2 bad options.
2 bad options, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Chris was just thinking, I can't keep taking 5 to base, 5 to base. That's going to be rough.
I mean, he's not wrong, but still.
Yeah, but I mean, now he's at 4 resources, and okay.
Yeah, he realizes now
Yeah.
this is a unit I must
2
murder.
indirect damage. I'd put 1 on tech, 1 on my base.
No, he's not. He doesn't have initiative.
Oh, he doesn't have. That's right. I keep
Curtis has
forgetting
initiative.
about that card.
Pride must have initiative for the
Pride
indirect
must
damage to
have
fire.
Initiative, yeah.
Activate Han.
He's going to take a surprise strike and put it down. Look at that.
No, I think he's.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, he's going to look. He's going to look first.
There's not another DJ in there. There's a couple of Cunnings, it looked like, though. I'm thinking he's going to try to race like he did against Sabine.
You're good? Yep.
Sneak attack Morning Guards.
Okay.
Okay,
There you
sneak
go.
attack out some
so
guards.
now he's going to get the DJ out and get his resource back.
Price strike tech into Gamos.
Yeah, there we go. Smart move.
Ooh.
Do not let him get that resource back.
Curtis fighting over that one resource that's going to hold Jango where he
At
is.
bay, yeah.
Yeah.
Flip on. I'll take the initiative. Swing 4 to base.
3, 1.
Ugh.
And then pass.
Both players 11. Oh, excuse me. I would say both players. That's not true. I was going to say both players 11 damage on. That's a
Yeah.
lie. Curtis has a little more damage on here.
So these two, this was what was in my hand. Can you confirm that? Or no, sorry, it was this card that was in my hand.
Hey, let me consult.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he's got to put
He's gotta
the top resource goes in at Han because he attacked.
Yep, he's got to
Han.
finish doing resource
and that
things.
is non-optional with Han.
Yep.
So
It's
he's just going to burn Chris's resource.
yeah, he's going to have to take whatever the top one was and put it back with the Han attack. Yep.
Oh.
It's a minor misplay. It's an easy fix because he hasn't gotten very far with it.
Cool. Another penalty. That's okay.
Curtis is like, sweet. I'm just racking up these penalty points like nothing, baby.
I had one for a foil card
You had one for
that I replaced. It was a foil. It
warning
was
or a
too
game
curved.
loss on that one.
It was a game loss, and then I replaced it with a non-foil version. I went with that one.
Okay.
They hit him with a game loss for a foil card? I got to get that story later.
This is, yeah, it's mandatory trigger. We can't miss
Okay.
it. And we've already moved into
You want to mute it out? They really
Yeah,
don't want us to
yeah,
talk
yeah, yeah.
about
Let me mute this for a
unfortunately.
minute.
Sorry, guys. They don't want us
Yeah.
putting the judge stuff out on the
Yep,
air.
we're supposed to
mute it
cut
out.
away while they do these kinds of things.
So,
let
while
them.
we're cutting away, let's
Yep,
show.
let's,
can we show
Why,
Chris's
why don't
deck
we?
real
Yeah,
quick?
let's take a look at Chris's deck
Chris's
real
deck.
fast. Just be
And if
prepared to
they
cut
start
back very
playing
quickly.
again, we'll go right back to them.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened with that foil story. I'm going to get that later. That's an odd one. Okay, there's your deck list. Have a talk about that for a minute while the judges resolve this one.
Yeah.
Have a look at Chris's deck.
This is standard Jango.
I mean, and nothing out there leaps. Nothing out there sticks out.
No.
Okay, that's good because
Isn't
it
this
looks
what
like
we've seen
we're done.
all day, every day.
It's looking like we're done.
Okay.
Yep, judges have backed off. We're good to go. I'm
We're
going to
good
come
to
back
go.
over
Chris
here.
is trying to decide now.
There we go.
He's got to burn, what is it, 2 resources, 3 resources? Two.
He's got to burn 2 because he resourced and then he's obviously going to burn whatever card he stole from Jango,
Yeah.
and then he's going to burn one of his own.
And we'll defeat.
Yeah, the foil ruling is really weird. I got to get that
I gotta
story.
ask what that was. Like,
Yeah,
how
because-
could a foil card? I wonder if it was like a non-FFG foil card. Like
Now
maybe,
that may be like a foil proxy. Like that's
a
odd.
proxy, maybe?
That's the thing, right? If you're telling me some of the Pringled foils, right? You get some of these foils and they've got that little bow in them, right?
Yeah.
In theory, I suppose that could be considered like a marked card by certain opponents or something.
I don't know.
But that feels like a really weird ruling, given that that's probably an official card.
But once
Like,
you put it in a sleeve,
I didn't do it.
flattens
I didn't do
out.
that.
Yeah.
It came that way. What do you want from
Yeah.
me? Oh, thank you.
4 to base.
Four to base.
Han swings in. 4 big ones.
4 to base. 1 becomes a 5. Turns this into a 10.
Chat saying when they spoke to Curtis earlier, it was a Han pilot that was curled so much it was counted as a marked card. That is
Oh,
wild
come
to
on.
me.
That's
Okay,
not fair.
yeah, we need to push back a little on FFG on this kind of stuff. Either that, or they
Yeah.
got to fix their
A marked
their foiling
card.
process. That is really not
Oh,
okay.
this is actually.
Yep. Absolutely.
So he's got 3PO or Kira to look at here.
You got to ditch the Kira. Because the first thing he's going to do is play Kira
Yeah,
and say
100%.
Devastator or whatever
something.
he doesn't want to see.
Okay.
Let's go
Attack with
3 more to
DJ.
base.
Yeah, there
Yep,
you go.
going in with DJ.
Yep.
Keeping the pressure on. Going to
3 more to
16 on
base.
here for Chris. Do it while you can before Jango decides to
Jango's
exhaust your whole
about to
board.
start doing its stuff, and Jango's about to start doing his stuff.
He's gonna attack into DJ. I'm almost positive. Oh, I mean,
Doesn't matter
at this
anymore.
point, it doesn't matter. He's on the
Doesn't
board.
matter.
Yeah, it's a good point.
That's but Chris is thinking in his head, what do I do, right? Let's go space and let Curtis make a move, and then figure out who
Okay.
we want to attack.
Yep.
That's a
Curtis is
smart
going to have to
play.
play something out of his hand now, we would assume, unless he wants to pass. Doesn't feel like a good play.
3PO. I'll name 3 on ETB. Reveal nothing.
Okay. So we played a 3PO out of hand.
And
You know, one of the things I appreciate as a caster.
He's doing base.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I
smart.
appreciate how precise Curtis's play is. His ready resources are obvious. His spent resources are obvious. When he puts his hand down, he puts
Yeah.
the marker on, it's very clear.
Yeah.
I really like that. It makes
Curtis
it
seems-
easy to follow.
yeah.
And Chris is the same way,
Chris
truth be
is the
told.
same way, yeah. He's doing a really good job with his, too.
Okay.
Daring Ray.
Daring Ray.
Okay. We're getting there.
This is going to be a fairly quick match, I have a feeling, ladies and gentlemen.
Curtis is not drawing well, clearly.
Doesn't seem like it. That doesn't look like the face of a man who's happy with his hand.
No, When you start scrunching like that, I've noticed in the yesterday that once you start scrunching, you're in a rough space.
I love all these perfect players in chat. It's amazing. Chat, everyone in chat has never missed anything in any game they've ever played. It's awesome. It's so awesome. They're flawless, Ian. All these flawless viewers. It's great. I love it.
Ready?
All right, Curtis is on the button. We're spending 3 for smuggle out a blaster.
6 to base.
And going 6 to
Six.
base with
Oh.
Han. 6 big ones.
16, I'm going to 22.
He's
5,
got no
6.
choice now but to take out DJ.
He has to
Zero.
kill. He has to kill DJ
But
right here.
also-
DJ is lethal.
A surprise strike wins here, too.
Agreed. A surprise strike or another blaster in the row for 3PO will do it.
What he needs now is, he got 2? He's got 6, right? If he had a War Juggernaut, he would have played it right away.
I was going to say, a Jug would tab the whole board and
yeah,
prevent
if he had
this.
it, he would have thrown it down immediately.
He'd be windmill slamming that thing onto the table.
I also really like how Curtis always marks his cards with the little Falcon token.
Yes, when he puts his hand down.
I do when I play it. Sometimes I'll accidentally pick up my resources thinking.
Well, there it is.
There
So
it is. Yeah, there you go.
I guess he wanted to make sure. Just think through it.
Each of your units and exhaust the 2 that are ready.
Okay.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resources.
Look at this ground arena. Look at this ground arena. That's
I
crazy,
think
man.
Curtis is claimed.
1 here.
No, Curtis, no. This is Chris's first action of the round. Curtis still have things to do in a minute.
I'm gonna
Take the
claim.
initiative.
Now he claimed.
I'm gonna claim. Yeah,
my
and
hand
Chris
hasn't
understands.
Yep. Curtis like, thank God I have nothing. All right, game 1 going to Han here, ladies and gentlemen.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's sideboard time here in Denver, so we're going to let these guys work in peace. Now, we have the opportunity now to go back and look at deck lists. Do you want to have – let's go back and look at Chris's deck list
Let's
for a
look at
minute.
Curtis's.
Let's let these guys work in peace for a minute.
First
Let's
thing
go
I'm
back and
gonna-
look at deck lists.
First thing I'm gonna sub in. He's got in his sideboard. He's got a Radiant 7s. I think I'm gonna put those in. I think those play really well against Jango.
There's no – in the sideboard? No.
Oh no, I thought we're looking
Okay,
at
let's
Chris's.
look-
I thought we were looking at Curtis's. My
No,
bad.
let's look at Chris's first. This
Chris's
is the one we
first.
got to spend the least amount of
Okay.
time looking at, right?
That game didn't even go
CAD
7.
3 Cham. You know what?
That game didn't go 7
I
resources.
bet those Chams will come in.
You think the Chams?
I would bring the Chams in.
The
Because
Chams, huh?
think about how often Han cheats resources ahead of you.
That's true.
Cham lets you catch up.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I think there's value there. I would at least consider it. Right. I'm not the player at the table, but I think that's one of the reasons you have those
Well,
around.
Electromagnetic Pulse is not coming in.
No. Well. Oh, not for
for
Chris.
Falcon?
Not for Chris. No, not for
No,
Chris.
not for Chris. That's not coming in.
He's got breaking in. That's not going to
He's
be a
got
thing
no
here. He
Sentinel.
doesn't need the Sentinel.
That's not coming in.
And the CAD gives him a little more top end, but I'm not sure against
the
Han
game-
you really need it. I think the top end he has is good
You
enough.
have to. I mean, if I'm Chris, you have to assume you're going to get DJ'd once.
Yes.
So are you going to get to 7 to even be able to play CAD or the Devastator, right?
You will eventually.
So
you will eventually.
I might sub out 1 Devastator for a CAD, but I don't know what I'd take out of his deck.
Okay.
That's where I don't know enough about Jango to take something out.
All right. Now we go look at hang on a minute.
Can you turn the floor players down?
Yeah, one sec. Let me put this to the right image and get Curtis's name correct.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
It would be nice, wouldn't
I'm
it?
sure he'd really like that, considering he made top 8.
I'll answer.
There it goes. Now it's back.
There we go.
Back.
Okay, we're
Okay.
back. Look at that. We missed nothing.
we just barely caught
We
the start of
barely
game
caught
2.
it. Yeah. Barely caught it.
Falcon.
Okay.
YouTube up too?
Then pass. This is looking real fun.
Give me a minute. I'm not going to worry about cards for a minute.
Okay.
Let's make sure this is all working.
Curtis played a Falcon.
Now the fun thing about YouTube is that when it comes back up, it doesn't come back to the same link. So now it's a completely different link because YouTube.
That's YouTube.
Yep.
I will attack your base for 2 and do 2 indirect damage.
Yep, 4 to base. Yeah, 3 to base.
And the problem is I think
I've
now my
bazined
chat
here.
is connected to the wrong
Yeah,
place.
smart play. Chris
Let's double
bazined
check
here.
this.
That's a smart play.
I'm going to let you call the game for a minute while I work on some tech crap.
Got rid of the Falcon. Okay.
Draw.
And Chris claimed, and we're going on to the next phase.
Good. We'll put down there.
Oh, I think maybe Curtis has initiative.
Let's just throw Han on the Falcon.
There we go. New set Han going to the Falcon. There we go. Now Chris claimed. Sorry, I was in action behind.
Let's see. Did not Han that time. Gotta keep my stuff. Sweet.
Okay, I have to get my chat reconnected somehow. I have an idea.
Wes is still working on getting everything back up for you guys. Just give him a few minutes. He'll
Yep.
get there.
Keep commentating the game while I work here.
All right. There's no tech on the board.
Yeah. 1 damage and exhaust.
You got it.
Okay, we're good. Chat is still connected to everything it should be connected
Okay.
to. Okay,
So
there we go.
played an IG to deal 1 damage and attack the Falcon. Oh, they're putting a second pilot.
We're loading this Falcon up, ladies and gentlemen. That feels like a very bold play against an exhausting Jango deck. Like,
But it got him more cards.
it did get him more cards.
So
Your base and 2 indirect damage.
Yeah. Up to
what he really needs is,
another 4, so 8.
I think
Hang
he's
on,
probably
go.
looking for a like a tech. Okay, here we go. Sorry, stuff going off camera right now.
Yeah, we'll activate Han.
Okay, he's going to activate Han. Get another resource. Probably try to play either the Falcon or Bodhi out of his hand.
Okay,
Chris
sorry
is
about that.
out of resources. He's going to do 1 to base.
Okay, let's get caught up. We got 9 damage on left, 3 damage on right. Okay, nothing's changed. There we go.
Not much. Bodhi, right?
Bodhi.
Yeah, Bodhi.
All right, let's get back into the rhythm.
Oh, bye, Triple Dark Raid.
Ooh, yeah, I think that TDR is going away.
Yeah. Oh, that will not increase our TDR counter.
Yep.
Get a replacement.
Oh, Jesus, guys, please stop giving me earthquakes. Ugh, I get nervous when they start trying to knock over all my video equipment. That was not an earthquake, ladies and gentlemen. That was a judge.
That was just a judge, yeah.
That was just a floor judge.
I'm just glad it's not Ian's foot. It's the judge's foot.
Oh, man.
Chris has initiative. There's no tech on the board, so I'm not stressed about throwing Jango down right
There
away.
we go. Got it. Okay.
What really cost Chris in game 1 is that he took out the Falcon
That
in
Falcon
the air
instead of the tech.
Instead of the tech.
The tech
and that allowed him to
absolutely,
get
it slowed
tech
him down for
DJ'd.
sure. The tech
Yeah.
DJ play
Just
definitely
really,
bought Curtis some big
you
time.
got to get Jango on the board. Without Jango on the board, it's harder.
Even with the War Jug, Curtis was able to sneak past it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the thing about Jango. You've got to be quick enough to hold the initiative against him so the tapping mechanics don't completely
Yeah.
ruin your entire turn.
Yeah.
You got to be able to get something out of it before your entire board goes down.
Play first.
Try strike into here and exhaust.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
My Falcon.
He's probably going to get Tarkined, I'm betting.
That's fair. He deserves it.
Let's look at this Falcon real quick.
How much
That
health
is
does
a
it have?
4/9 health Falcon with 7 damage on it.
Okay. Doing Hans to get him out this turn.
Resources first. I want it to be that one down.
Django's coming out.
Jango. Surprise strike. Bodhi surprise strike doesn't get there.
No. That's the
Oh,
problem with
that's too
Jango. He's got
bad.
too much stinking health.
Yeah. Okay. Pride's a good choice.
Yep.
It's a good choice.
Keeps Bodhi on the field. Gives him
Yeah.
something else to threaten.
I mean, and it's, he's got initiative, so it's no indirect damage this turn.
3 damage to your base.
3 to base.
Chris, going base. Why wouldn't you?
I mean,
Let's see that.
that's how. That is the win condition after all.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
One doesn't go over there.
Yeah, the Falcon. If the Falcon is allowed to swing, it hits very hard. But the Tarkin Town hasn't been used. You can almost guarantee that's going to be one of Chris's actions before his turn is over.
5. I think he's thinking about.
What would he have in there for 5?
The only thing I could think of is Cantina Bouncer, but you don't want to bounce something.
You
do
want to bounce Sabine. He's going to do it. Okay. That feels a little suboptimal.
I think what he's doing is he's kind of daring him to play it again so that he can get a different card in his hand.
You think so? Oh, because it would discard it.
Yeah, he doesn't like his hand. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh, and he's basically saying, you can let me have it, or you can let me have something
have
else.
it, or you can give me something else, and he wants something else.
You think so? That's a very 3D chess style play you're calling over there, Ian.
I mean, why? What else is the reason? Because next turn he could have just traded it off with his Bodhi.
Okay.
Flip on.
Chad also pointing out he doesn't have. This card is not a required. He's not required to discard.
Yeah,
with
he doesn't
Sabine.
have to.
Yeah, he could just look at it and say, "No, you're
Yeah,
fine."
you can keep the surprise strike, but
Yeah.
he let him have it, or he let him discard it. So
4 to base.
don't forget your resource.
Ability.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep,
Chris.
he remembered that time.
Spark of Rebellion.
Yeah, there you
Spark
go.
him. Oh wow!
Bye-bye, War Juggernaut.
I think you got to get rid of the jug
Yeah,
here.
bye-byes.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye-bye. Ooh, that really changes things now because at best
He
he's going to
didn't
get
Well, he's
the
still.
Falcon,
Well, I was going to
and
say,
he's going to leave everything on the ground open.
yeah, he can't. Unless he drew into another jug, which is possible.
Yes, because he would be playing
He would
three
be
of
playing
them.
3. Unless he drew into another one, the ground arena is going to be a big problem for Chris this round. The Raider that we know he has will be able to clear the space arena for
Yeah.
him.
Ready?
Ready.
ID 2000.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
One,
1,
two,
2, 3.
three.
That's almost as good as the war jug.
Yeah.
Damage. Dead. And Han.
And Han. Okay.
Yep. Surprise strike for 6 at base.
6 to base.
7 plus 6 is 13.
13.
Yep, 13 damage on now for
He
Chris.
can't get Jango, so you might as well go base.
I mean, Han's out of cards, and unless he's got something worth smuggling, he has nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
what's he going to smuggle? He could smuggle tech.
He could smuggle tech.
He
if
could
he's got
smuggle
a tech
tech.
in there.
He,
He's going to go 3 to base.
Yep.
Yeah, go to base.
we know he's got the techs. He has nothing to put a
Playing
blaster on.
aggressive, Chris, got you here. That's what Jango does. Don't
You know what? I almost think
trade off units right now.
You know what I love about Chris? He's almost. I think what he's doing. What are we doing? We're going to smuggle.
Tech.
No, not for 3 resources. That looks like a blaster.
Put a gun on old Han boy over
Okay.
here.
Yep. He's just going to smuggle the blaster.
Pre-prepping.
Yep. Just that way when he takes initiative.
Yeah, but if I'm Chris here, I take initiative.
I mean, you're going to give it up 1
What's
damage.
1 damage?
Yeah, you're only
What
giving up
is
1 damage. Yeah.
Yeah, see, smart.
That move basically forces Chris's hand,
yeah.
I think.
Ooh, and a surprise
Oop,
strike
wrong one.
and a sneak attack. Chris can close this out.
Sneak
If
attack
he does this
with the
right, he
Raider.
can close this out. He doesn't need to resource. If he counts it right, I don't think that's needed resource, right?
So,
Sneak attack is how much?
Sneak attack costs, I believe it costs 3.
And then
Or
he
2.
can, and he
I
has to
can't
pay
remember.
1 more for
Let's
it,
look.
right?
let's cheat.
And then he has to pay 1 more for it.
I can cheat. It costs 2. And the unit you play costs 3 less.
Costs 3 less. So no, he'd have to play a resource. He couldn't play all 3 cards.
You say that, chat, but chat's saying he's talking about he's going to get smashed by this Falcon. Not necessarily. Remember, the Falcon has
No, all
one.
he
Falcon
has
has
to do
one
is
health, and
ping.
Jango's on the button.
If he plays the Raider, he can ping it again.
Yeah, if he plays the Raider, he can murder
and
the
this
Falcon.
time it dies, right?
Yep.
And then he's just got Han and the Cantina Bouncer.
Chris is still making resourcing decisions.
Okay, he's gonna
I think he
resource.
resourced the surprise strike.
Well, you got it's that or the sneak attack.
We have all the time in the world. I just didn't realize we were still at that point. You're totally good.
Yes, he kept the sneak attack and the Raider.
Yeah, you want to sneak attack out Raider because you
Yes.
want to change the 6 to 4, right? You're not really
So
worried
do you-
about attacking the Raider. You want the double attack, double ping. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He can't. Well, yeah, because you're going to get the win in, win played and win defeated on the same round.
Yeah, on the same round.
You're going to get 4 to base on the same round on the round for sure, plus 4 direct. He's going to just target the Falcon to be done with it. Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna do
Okay.
it.
I've kind of been surprised he's been waiting on that, but
Well,
now
he's been pinging it till this point.
there hasn't been a pressing
Yeah.
need. He's always had an answer for it.
And he's uncertain whether he wants to play the Raider straight up or what he wants to.
I mean,
sneak
if you're
it out.
Curtis, I think you swing 6 to base here, don't you? Oh, he's going to put another blaster on Han, go 8 to base.
Oh! Pow!
Han with a gun in each hand, ladies and gentlemen.
8 to
Double
base.
fisting it over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 HP remaining for Chris.
Ooh, a sneak attack wins this, and he can't kill Cantina Bouncer right now.
Nope, Cantina Bouncer's got too much health. He resourced the sneak attack that would allow him to clear it. It's a question of what's in Curtis's hand, and I couldn't begin to tell you.
Playing the Raiders.
Or he might yet still have the 3rd blaster in his resource row.
I didn't know you were allowed to look at your opponent's discard pile.
100%.
Oh.
That's public information.
Oh.
I love chat. Chat says Han shot twice. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Han shot twice.
That he did.
1 card in Curtis's hand. I have no idea what it is. He's one of those players that holds his hand just off camera so we can't see it.
I'm not a very good poker player or hiding my emotions, but if I had a sneak attack in my hand, my face would be grinning ear to ear.
You are a terrible poker player.
Yeah, terrible.
You're terrible.
Horrible.
But thank you for double checking because somebody already made that mistake once. Somebody did it.
The nice thing about these top 8 matches, I feel like, is that you're able to kind of take a breath, right? You've got enough time on the clock. You don't have to go
attack
crazy.
The Raider.
Damage here, exhausting 2 to your base.
Yep,
Yeah.
there we go.
Smart.
Okay. 2 and 2.
2 to space. 2 here.
How does he clear Han, though?
That I don't have an answer for, my friend.
Well, how much health does Han have? 6, right?
6 HP
3,
with 1
4,
damage.
5, 6. If he
wrong
sacrifices
side of the
his
board.
entire ground.
There we go. Sneak attack into a Raider.
Commandeer the Ruthless Raider.
Oh! Oh!
What a play. What a play, ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen.
That was so cruel.
They can hear
and
us
that
now,
is
by the
it,
way.
yeah.
They can absolutely hear you when you do that.
Yeah,
Just
I
let
don't
you know.
care. I don't care. That was a great play.
That was a great play. That was a great play. He's all he can do. He has
Yeah.
to smash into it and exhaust
But
it.
he gets the when defeated.
Whoever has initiative
Sorry, 3
gets to
damage.
choose.
Okay, then I'll take initiative.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have nothing better to do
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
So
I'm
it's
fine.
all right. Good game, sir.
What
Oh,
a match.
wow.
The Commandeer from
If that
the
doesn't make some decks
from
now,
the top rope,
that-
ladies and gentlemen.
if that doesn't make decks now, nothing will. What a
Commandeer, you know what? I
great
remember
play.
I remember reading that card when it was first spoiled and thinking, "Huh, that seems like it's pretty good." And having seen some of the plays out of it this weekend, I think
It's a fun card.
I think that is a really, really good
I really
card
want to
for
build
sure.
a Palp yellow deck that has Traitorous, Clone,
Yeah.
Commandeer, and you're just smacking them with all of their stuff.
Yeah.
And really don't play a whole lot of units in the deck.
Yeah.
Just kind of kill them with theirs.
Commandeer, 100% a
that
Palp yellow
pirated
card. Confirmed.
Starfighter.
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
There's a lot of ways to
I could see
steal
it.
your opponent's card.
I could see. I could see.
Oh.
GG to both players, ladies and gentlemen, but Curtis Sorensen of Utah is going to be moving on to our semifinal round here
So
at the Denver
most
SQ.
now,